Hi, today we're going to do... How do I describe it? So on the top lid, I'm just giving too much detail. Today we're going to do a green look. But it's going to be half green, half neutral. And you can do this look with any color that you want. It doesn't have to be green. You can just pick your color and it's a nice way to add color into your looks without it being like too colorful, let's say. Okay, I'm excited. Let's get into it. I'm trying kind of a different angle today. It's not much of a difference, but I do hope that it's a slight improvement. I am going to start with my eyes. I'm just going to apply a little bit of concealer as a primer. I don't have my desk in front of me, so I'll have to raise my mirror, which is kind of annoying, but whatever, I'm going to do it. I did a similar look on a client once, but it was with hot pink instead of green. But today I wanted to do a green look because like it's a spring color and I really love green eyeshadow. You might hear the cat walking around or climbing stuff. Hi! For the neutral part, I'm going to go for the Wet n Wild Rose in the Air palette. Also, the top part is going to be soft with a bold wing liner. I'm describing the look like I have the look in mind. I'm going to mix these two transitions. I love mixing those because it kind of creates a neutral shade. Because one is cool toned and one is warm toned, and when I mix them, it just creates a nice in-between shade. And I'm just going to pop that in my outer corner and crease area. And I'm using a Sigma E25. It's just a fluffy blending brush. We just want to create kind of a overall base color. You could use your bronzer for this step, so it doesn't have to be an eyeshadow. As you can see, this is kind of like a bronzer color for me. Maybe just a tiny bit darker. Anyways, I feel like I went a little bit too high with that shade, so I'm just picking up a clean blending brush and really buffing the edges. In the end, it won't matter that much, but right now it's kind of looking weird. Next, I'm gonna take this cream shade here, just a light matte color, which I am going to apply all over the lid and also kind of bring it a little bit higher here in my inner corner. Because my eye shape, my deep set eyes kind of require a little bit of light here. It just looks a little bit better on me. So the top lid will be that kind of a basic neutral look. Tell me why I want to use loose glitters, but I truly want that. Because I do have this Makeup Addiction glitter. It's very fine. It's in the shade Gossamer. I don't know how to read that, but it's white and it has a greenish particles. I'm thinking about how to apply it more sparingly somehow. I don't want it to be very concentrated. I think I'm going to go for a drop of these iBooster from Boys and Berries. Maybe apply this on my lid first and then apply the glitter. I don't know, I just don't want it to be very concentrated. I'm going to use a slightly fluffier brush, not a very dense one. Just pick up this iBooster. I hope I won't fail this. I'm going to tap this on my lid. Wow, it dissolved all my eyeshadow, but whatever. We're going to go with it. Oh, no, don't fall on me. It's so messy, so messy. I'm going to have glitter on my hands the entire day, but whatever. I hope it will be worth it. Just going to pick it up on my brush. And the moment of truth. It's really concentrated in one place, but it's beautiful. Wow. Okay, I think I'm happy with my decision. I wanted to apply the diamond bomb, but I was like, I kind of want something more. I do love how fine this is. It's not like chunky glitter. For the liner part, like I did most of the time lately, I'm going to apply an eyeshadow shield, or you can use Scotch tape if you don't have something like this. This is how it's looking originally. I just cut mine in half, so I used the same one on both of my eyes. I'm just going to stick it to my hand first because the glue is very strong on this one. And the most important thing is kind of the angle on which you apply it, depending on how you want the liner to be. I'm just sticking mine like that. I leave kind of like one finger between my brow and the eyeshadow shield, and I use the same measurements on the other side, So one finger between my brow and the eyeshadow shield, so they are symmetrical. Apparently my brows are not symmetrical, so forget what I just said. I'm gonna use a gel liner as a base. This is the Makeup Revolution gel eyeliner. You can use a pencil or a gel liner, doesn't really matter. I'm just going to use a cream product as a base, so the liner will look a little bit more intense. I'm going to apply this gel liner base and then set it with an eyeshadow. Just going to do like a half liner. So I'm not going to bring it inwards too much. Something like that, and it's very easy with this shield. You just gotta keep your eyes open and draw the liner. And then I'm going to take a pencil brush like that and smudge it. I do want kind of a faded liner, so I'm just going to smudge this edge here, so it will look a little bit smokier. Then I'm going to need a black eyeshadow to set this into place. I'm going to use my YSL Sequin Crush. It doesn't have to be YSL, of course, but I do have it and I want to use it. It's broken, unfortunately, but it's this black with glitters in it. The glitter is not that visible though. I'm just going to pick it up on the same pencil brush. I'm going to stamp it above the liner to set it into place. Oh, I do see the glitters, they're pretty. And again, I'll be trying to fade the edge a little bit. Okay, I can now remove these. See how easy that was. Love this technique. I'm gonna finish off the top lid with a little bit of mascara. I hope I won't need false lashes as usual. But I'm just going to curl them really well and apply 2 coats of mascara, and hopefully that will be enough. And I'm going to be applying the mascara from Sephora Collection. Oh, wow, that's a big blob. Anyways, I'm going to wait for it to dry and I'm going to remove it afterwards. Okay, I'm going to leave my eyes like this for now, and I'm going to prime my face using my usual combo, the Makeup Forever Dullness Eraser Primer with the Beauty Blender Leveler Primer. So I'm placing this on the sides of my face for like a little bit of glow. I'm going to apply the Beauty Blender in the center because it's a smoothing primer. It's supposed to blur out the pores and smooth out the texture. Okay, now my skin is prepped and I can apply the foundation. As usual, I need to finish the Fenty Hydrating Longwear Foundation, so I'm going to mix 2 shades of this. It's the shade 150 and the shade 180. I'm just going to apply a pump of each and mixing them on my hand. And to blend it out, I'm going to use my Real Techniques sponge. I'm going to pick up the leftover from my hand and just start blending this in. This sponge is kind of giving up on me. As you can see, it's kind of like I washed it so roughly. I just washed it so aggressively a lot of times. I've had it for like 3 months at this point, almost. But I really love it, like I keep using it. I'm applying my under eye concealer and I'm just going to let it sit for a while before blending it. It's the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. It has kind of a liquidy texture and I like leaving it to dry a little bit before blending. Meanwhile, I'm going to apply my cream contour. I'm going to use my Natasha Denona Face Glow Foundation. It's in the shade 45. It's a nice neutral toned foundation, which really works for me as contour. It's pretty subtle, but it does the job. If I wanted a heavier contour, I could have used a slightly darker shade, but I do like this one because it's subtle. That's why I like it. Just going to stamp it underneath my cheekbone. I'm also contouring my forehead, just to make it look a little bit smaller, if that's possible. And I'm also applying it on my jawline, kind of blending it down my neck. And a little bit underneath my nose. And around my mouth. Then I like taking my sponge and just blending the sides of the contour so it melts better into my foundation. This little extra step just gives that seamless, natural look. And while we're here, I'm just going to blend my concealer as well. By the way, last night I watched Call Me By Your Name. This movie is released in kind of like 2017 and I cannot believe I have not watched it until yesterday. It's so beautiful. Like, it kind of broke me inside. It's so beautiful and sad, and I don't know. I just keep thinking about it. When I was a teenager, I was a sucker for romance movies. Now I don't watch them as often. Maybe that's why I did not watch it in 2017 when it released. At the moment, I'm kind of like mystery crime type of girl. Okay, let's set the under eyes. I'm going to use my RCMA no color powder. I just dropped it on myself. It's okay. At least it's easier to clean than this glitter. I'm going to make sure there are no creases, and then I'm going to set with a sponge. Picking up some powder on my sponge and just pressing it on my under eyes. And this really brightens nicely and also smooths out the texture. I'm just going to bring it down my pores, again for the smoothing part of it. I'm just going to set it all the way to here, because here I do get creases. I'm gonna use some powder bronzer as well to set the sides of my face and also to intensify the bronzer. I'm gonna take my Dior nude bronzer and use little stamping motions so it doesn't become patchy. Just going to apply it over where I apply the cream contour. And here on my temples, I will pinch my brush like that and create an extension of my eyeshadow into my temples. I do love how that kind of lifts everything and makes it look more cohesive somehow. I'm just going to be careful around my hairline, going to apply the bronzer there as well. Then what I'm gonna do is take an eyeshadow brush with the same bronzer on it, and I will connect the eyeshadow part with the nose contour. Kind of do a little extension of the eyeshadow here. Again, this will make the look more cohesive, and this is a nice detail that really brings the look together. And I'm going to use the same brush to apply it around my lips. This creates a little bit of shadow here and creates the illusion of a plumper lip. So I love doing that. As far as blush goes, I'm going to go for my Makeup Forever. I can't open things today. I don't know what's up with me. This is a corally blush. I really love the shade. I do love how peachy corally tones like this look paired with green, so that's why I'm picking this one. And I'm just going to apply it a little bit higher than the bronzer and keeping it kind of on the sides of my face, because you know, you usually have redness around this area and I don't want to bring redness intentionally in that area, if that makes sense. And whatever is left on the brush, I'm just going to dust on my forehead and chin area. I don't know why I like doing that. Okay, let's finish off the face with highlighter. The Maybelline Master Chrome in the shade Molten Rose Gold. I feel like I could have used a lighter shade for this one, but it's okay. Especially with this blush, it kind of works. They do have a similar tone somehow. It's called Rose Gold, but it looks quite peachy on me. I'm just going to apply it on my cheekbones, on my chin, tip of the nose, and I like highlighting here in between my brows. I really like how that looks on me. And dusting a little bit of that above my brows. I'm gonna use a smaller brush and highlight my inner corner and my brow bone. Time for the green lower lash line. I'm going to use a pencil base. This is the Alverde eyeliner automatic in the shade Forest Green. It's not that pigmented, but it's going to serve as a nice base for my eyeshadow. And the shade is really nice as well. Like, it's a cute everyday liner, especially since it's not that pigmented. I would love this for everyday looks. I even like this as it is, but I want to spice it up a little bit and apply an eyeshadow to intensify it. I'm actually going to mix, this is the Tribe palette by Juvia's Place. This is like the most beautiful green palette I own. I'm going to mix these two shades because this is a little bit too light and this is a little bit too dark. I want to create something, an in-between shade. And I'm going to apply that above the pencil. And this is a Morphe 507. It has a pointy tip, so it allows me to be precise on my lower lash line. I don't need a smaller brush. I'm gonna take that black gel liner again to apply it on my waterline. I'm actually going to do an extension in my inner corner as well. I can't be too precise with this brush, but I will probably be able to fix it, I hope so. I'm gonna take my highlighting brush and kind of use that to clean up this wing. I applied some mascara on my lower lashes and now I'm going to do my lips. I'm going to keep the same peachy nude tone that I did for my blush. In the center of my lips I'm going to apply a little bit of this Sleek Matte Me in the shade Feels. I'm just going to use my fingers to blend it with the pencil. And I could leave it like this, but I'm not going to. I'm going to apply a gloss as well on top. It's the Essence Shine 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 Wet Look Gloss. It has little shiny particles in it. And this is the completed look. I really hope you like it. As I said before, you can use any shade that you want. Instead of the green, you can use hot pinks, peachy tones, red would look dope. Even though you kind of want to switch up the lid shade as well, because this one has a green tint, so it kind of fits the green aesthetic. But if I apply the Diamond Bomb instead of the loose glitter, this look would have been so much more versatile, because the Diamond Bomb has that white glitter that fits with literally anything. I do love applying colors on my lower lash line with a neutral top lid. It's really beautiful. Let me know what you think about this look. I hope you're having an amazing, sunny and beautiful day wherever you are. And I'll see you next time. Bye!